Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Samuel in motion.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. This is McCaffrey on the give. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 40 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they send a man in motion right. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. An audible here to get a new look. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down and 6 now. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 101 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Debo going in motion left. McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Ayuk going to go in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What now? 93. 93. 93. Why run that down? Ain't no way.
On play action, now Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 3rd down and 7. This time they stay on the ground, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. Purdy. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now an audible here into something else. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From midfield, here's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Locates Kamara on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 11 more on that one and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Carr now on first down. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Samuel in motion. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock A more pressing factor. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Throwing, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
First throw of overtime for Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. On first down, Purdy completes it to Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard.
At the Saints' 38-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Here's Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Two yards to go, second down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 69. Check smash, check smash.
Purdy to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it, all right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
1 overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hey.
Here's McCaffrey. And This carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, 49ers. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. What can Carr do now with his drive?
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, we'll get another shot on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.